guys for being here. I know it's late. Oh, goodness.
Good to go. You're good? Ready?
Yeah, well, let's do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we welcome you back to Baton Rouge for one last time on this Saturday night. We're pleased to be joined by San Diego State head coach Stacie Terry-Hutson. Also in the middle, Kim Villalobos. And on the far end there, we have Callie Clark. We will start by allowing Coach to have an open comment. Then we will direct our questions first to the players. When you come around, please raise your hand, introduce yourself, your affiliation. If you're joining us via Zoom, good evening. Welcome to Baton Rouge. Please hit the raise your hand icon, and we will come to you as well. With that, Coach, the floor is yours.
You know, I'm at a loss for words when it comes to this team, but I will say this. I'm just really proud of the season that we had. This game didn't reflect who we are and what we've been able to accomplish, so really proud of that. We got beat by a very good team today. You know, I thought we tried to battle in some moments, but this is going to be something we'll watch back and learn from and continue to grow our program so we can compete better next time we're in this position. But I told the girls, don't let this game cloud what we've been able to do, and we've had a great season, 25 wins the last 3 years. With a core of this group have been really, really good, and we're just going to continue to get better.
Coach, thank you very much. Okay, we'll open up the floor to questions again for the players. Raise your hand. We'll bring a microphone to you. To either one. We'll start with Michael in the back.
Michael Cobble from WBRZ TV in Baton Rouge. Kim, just how much were the early fouls kind of a damper on your game and what you were hoping to do here today?
Yeah, definitely a damper. I feel like I'm a physical player. I thought I could be a little extra physical today, but maybe the fouls were a little too much. But yeah, wanted to be out there with my team, so it definitely wasn't nice being on the bench. But regardless, I was supporting them. But yeah.
You have a question up here in the front row?
Yeah, this is Blake Spadaro from Blake's Take and W Swish. Anissa Morrow had 12 points and 12 rebounds and shot 3 for 11. What did you ladies think of you ladies' overall defensive effort on her in particular?
I think the overall game plan, was boxing out every player. I think they all kind of crashed the boards with, aggressively, and boxing out was definitely the emphasis. I think we did it maybe in spurts. She had some boards, but yeah, I think we gave our effort. I think everybody tried on the team, and yeah, pretty much.
You know, she was a key piece of what we were trying to defend because she's such a good player. So I don't know that we held her down, but we knew that we wanted to crowd the paint, and if we were going to give up anything, it was going to be threes. And they were able to shoot a high percentage from the three-point line. So we didn't do anything to slow her down. We just wanted to make sure she saw a crowd. That was the difference, I think.
Daniel Frank from A10 Talk. For either of the players, you guys have been on an incredible run through the Mountain West tournament, winning the championship game in triple overtime, and getting the first appearance for San Diego State in this tournament since 2012. What has that been like for you guys to be a part of, and what does it mean to you guys?
I think obviously we won the Mountain West, and we all kind of have this saying that we say it's we over me. I think this was really important for us. We really built a group dynamic coming in, and we had high aspirations for how we were going to perform today, and we knew we were going to play together as a team and really focus on that. And I think we did that, and I think we had a couple mistakes, but I wouldn't regret anything that we did this season. I think we did really great in the Mountain West, and we really left our mark this year.
Natalie Hevron with the next, kind of going off of that question, but bigger picture, can you just reflect on what your time at San Diego State has meant to you and reflect on your careers?
You want to go first? No, I'll go first. I transferred in this last year, and Stacy and the coaching staff took a chance on me. I came from another team in the Mountain West and didn't get as many minutes as I did this year, so they really took a chance on me and saw my potential and saw what I could be, and I think with that and obviously building my confidence, I was able to be a key player this year and really make a difference on the team. And obviously I wouldn't be able to do that without them and my teammates supporting me along the way, because they've been playing with me. But I just am forever grateful for the team and the family that I got to build this year. And yeah.
Yeah, kind of like Callie said, I mean, I'm so grateful. I came to the school when I was 18 years old, and I'm now 23, turning 24, which is so crazy, and the time flew by, but it's also because I was accompanied by the best people that I've met my whole life, and I'm trying not to get emotional. Sorry. Just super grateful. I'm super happy. We won a championship. That's all I've wanted for my career, so yeah.
Any other questions? One more from Michael in the back.
Maybe for Callie, just I know it doesn't feel great right now, but one of the points of emphasis that the LSU girls were talking about was that Kim had pointed out the bench production that you guys have and really challenging her bench. And we saw that tonight in a way that maybe we haven't seen most of this season. Did it just feel like they kept throwing different people at you all night long and they were having some success?
A little bit. I mean, LSU is a great team, and obviously they're ranked number 3 in D1 in this region. I think that they were productive. I don't think that it felt very different. They all kind of felt the same to me in terms of like production and aggressiveness, which is expected from a SEC team, I guess. But I think we did our job to the best of our ability, and yeah.
Kim and Callie, you both had outstanding seasons. Congratulations. Congratulations. Our pleasure to have you in Baton Rouge, and wish both of you the best of luck. Thanks for coming to join us here.
Thank you.
You all can head to the locker room and relax now.
Cool.
Thank you. You bet.
That was kind. Thank you.
All right, now we'll open up the floor for questions for Coach. And again, you know the routine. Raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. And with that, let's go.
Hey, this is Blake Spadauer from Blake's Take and W Swish. How do you assess your team's overall performance this season, and what would you like to improve on going into next season?
You know, I thought we had a great season. Like I said, 25 wins is nothing to shake a stick at. You know, we've had a really quality schedule in the non-conference that prepared us for, I think, our conference run and our conference season championship. But you know, we talk a lot about the bench, you know, and again, I want to answer that question because I think it's a great question. But, you know, we were very successful this year, and I thought we did a lot as a unit. We sacrificed. There was a lot of kids that probably could have started at times that came off the bench, and we had some success being able to play that way because we were so deep. Our superpower this year was our depth. And we have some young kids that are going to be great in our program if we can keep them all together. And our transfers were just phenomenal for us. And I'll forever be grateful for the Adriana Quezadas and Kim Villalobos and Megan Fiso and those girls that stuck it out and stayed with us. And again, just a really good group of human beings. And that's what I'm going to take away from this season is they're just great girls, young women, and they're going to be destined to do great things. Mm-hmm. To answer your question, because it was a good question. Yeah, it was impressive. They were, we were talking about, you know, what did we see that we didn't expect? I didn't expect the bench to come in and shoot the ball as well as they did. And that makes LSU really, really dangerous when they can go as deep as they did tonight. I thought the transition game was something that we weren't ready for. They were really pushing the ball and we didn't get back. Like we knew we were going to get out rebounded. We knew, you know, who was going to shoot the ball the majority of the time. But I think, and we knew about the transition, but I think it was a little bit faster than we were ready for. And if they can play that fast and score the way they did, it's going to be a hard out moving forward.
Other questions for Coach? Up here in the front.
Natalie Heverin with the next. You know, you kind of touched on this a little bit, but can you just talk about the impact of the seniors, whether they've been here for 1 year or 5, and getting the program to this moment and kind of leaving that impact for future students to continue to build on?
You know, we were just talking about that as we were waiting to come in. Kim has been with me for 5 years. She was one of the COVID babies that came up with us, and and we had some, struggles early on, but for her to have the last 3 seasons, we've won 70-something games over the last 3 years and really done a good job as far as, making sure we were competitive every time we touch the floor. And that's what I'm going to take away from that group. They've just done a great job raising the bar or getting the bar back to where it was. The standard now is to win a championship. That's what our goal is now moving forward. So I thought we came back after last year's championship run. We lost in the championship game the year prior. We came back focused and really ready to go, and I think that played a big part in the success that we've had this year. So I expect nothing less with the young ladies that come back. And, college athletics looks really different now, so who knows what's going to be on the roster moving forward, but we're going to make sure that we put a group together that understands what San Diego State athletics, what we are about and moving forward, and just going to make sure we get back to this level. This is a great experience for them. And I told them to bottle this up so we can understand what it feels like so we don't have to feel it again.
Brett, right here in the middle.
Hi, Brett Martell with AP. Just because of your history here, I was wondering if you kind of noticed, even as you were focusing on coaching, the panache with which some of the LSU players played with, like Johnson and Morrow and so forth.
Panache, that's a good word.
And how the crowd responded to it. And I know that that has nothing to do with basketball fundamentals, but do those intangible things make it even tougher for a visiting team here, or maybe even affect how they play?
Yeah, I was impressed with the crowd. This is a little different than what it was when I was here, and as it should be. You guys won a national championship here, as it should be, but it's a great home court advantage, and it was deafening at times when they went on runs, but we expected that. But it's just, obviously I'm disappointed in the outcome, but I'm also very proud of what LSU women's basketball has been able to do because I was a part of it and still hold it very dear to my heart. I wouldn't have gotten the job I think that I have now if we didn't have the success that we had when we were here at LSU. So I will forever be grateful for my time in Baton Rouge, and I will always be cheering for the Tigers. Go Tigers.
Michael Cobble.
You've mentioned it a couple of times, and it's just interesting to me that with this success, you're going to have more eyeballs on your program, and you're going to have other, larger programs trying to steal your roster, right? It's like, how do you deal with the double-edged sword?
It's crazy, but that's what it is. Sometimes you don't want to think of it that way, but that's what college athletics is moving to. But our jobs as coaches is to mentor and to guide them. And no matter who's on our roster year in and year out, that's what our goal is always. We want to make sure they come in and respect our program, respect themselves, and become better women when they leave our program. And that's what we're selling, and that's what we've been able to do over the last 12 years. So really proud of that piece. We're graduating our young ladies. They're going into careers of service, which always makes me very proud. Playing overseas, playing professional basketball, but when they come in, it's really fun to be a part of the journey, and that's what I focus on. We're going to have some leave and some go, and we've had a lot of success with transfers too, but it's really about the journey, and I have enjoyed this group thoroughly. We've done some amazing things, and I will forever be grateful for what they were able to give San Diego State women's basketball.
We just crossed over the midnight hour. Can I end with a question?
Sure.
Yesterday, you were hit with a barrage of questions about you talking to your team about your time here at LSU in the tournament. Obviously, that was a long distance away.
Yeah.
Now that you've been here for the first time in 12 years, what will you take away from the experience, and what do your younger players take away to go back next year and say, let's go back and do it again?
Absolutely. It's just a great feeling to be in the NCAA tournament. That's everybody's goal. Any postseason play is always exciting, and I think that's what we're going to take from it, just being able to compete at a high level. Again, it wasn't the outcome tonight that we wanted, but I just love sharing the court with some of these athletes, Coach Mulkey, what we've been able to do and lift the game as we have over the last couple years. That's what I'm taking from this. It's just, like I said, I've been doing this for a long time, and watching my daughter go through it now, and we have women's basketball has grown leaps and bounds, and that's really what I'm proud of. I mean, the eyeballs on the sport, the crowd that we mentioned, the viewership on ESPN, the games that we're getting, and primetime slots. I mean, that's really what it's about. I mean, we are raising the bar, all of us. And I think it's part of our responsibility as coaches, but just very proud of these young women who are doing everything they can. I couldn't go, I don't know, one commercial break without seeing Flagey on a Powerade commercial. And and as I'm looking at it, I'm just so proud of her and all the women that are getting these opportunities. And I'm just grateful to be in the position that we're in, but I am just amazed at where the game has gone over my time.
Well, you had an outstanding season, and like I said yesterday, it's a pleasure welcoming you back to Baton Rouge. Great to have you, and best of luck in the future.
Thank you.
Safe travels back home. We thank everybody for joining us. We're back here tomorrow at 1:20 with press conferences. Until then, it's after midnight. Have a good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us in Baton Rouge.
Thank you guys for covering women's basketball. I appreciate it.
Thank you.